So we're off on another adventure. This time we're heading to Crystal Springs, Green Island, Green Bushes and Honeymoon Pool. And so first thing obviously is to get Marina on board. This may look awkward, but the current setup is actually the best setup we've had. It's so much easier to get the wheelchair on, and the ramps are vastly improved, much easier to handle. It's much easier to get the whole job done. Nonetheless though, this journey has already started off with some problems. It turns out that Eric's got a faulty battery or faulty alternator, we don't know which, but each time we stop we have to jump start him. So you know, already right from the very beginning we've had a few issues. In retrospect we probably should have just simply gone and got that fixed immediately, but we didn't know that it was a permanent problem. You know how batteries can recharge. In this case it just simply wasn't charging up at all. So we pick up the action in Denmark, where we have just stopped to deal with batteries issues, and now we're heading on our way to Walpole, to Crystal Springs.
Alright, man up, we're moving out.
Indicators on there.
Sorry?
Yeah, just said your indicator is on, but you turned it off.
Okay, thanks. Your car is sparking.
That's smoke or fire.
It's smoke, alright?
Fortunately the fire wasn't very big and was very easy to put out. Mostly just burning grease and a lot of smoke. So anyway, first order of business, we've got to unhook the camper and take that to the campsite, which is now less than 2 kilometres away. And unfortunately both Eric and James don't have any seats in the vehicle because both of their vehicles are converted into campers. So we've got a bit of a problem. James has got one spare seat, so we're able to use his vehicle, to get the camper to the site. Then we have to ferry people back and forth as needed. And then we've got to try to get Eric's car started. So first order of business, get the trailer off, get that to the campsite.
And reassess and replace.
Yeah, but we've got to unhook now and go back. So it'll be very handy to pick somewhere. Bugger. I'm going to try down this way, because I'm sure last time I was here I saw some way down
picnic table.
That sort of thing, yeah. See how flat that is?
Yep.
It's a bit hilly there, but...
Yeah, but once again we go down, park next to it. And this is why I wanted you to drive this section. You know the trailer.
Oh, bugger, no fires. Hopefully that's only season. All fires prohibited.
My charcoal isn't a fire. I just remember I'm going to drive out of here in the morning more than likely.
Oh yeah, but we've got a bit of ferrying to do one before that. I'm gonna put it on here. Some blocks of wood to stop them rolling.
More than likely. There's a spot to turn around at the end.
I don't need to
Are you back again?
Yes, Eric should have already had his bonnet up with the jumper leads in. Well, they all look the same, don't they? Okay. So, with some degree of urgency, I'll have to get the wheelchair off.
Pull forward another couple of feet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, now you're good.
You didn't really want to get out, did you? So the next problem is that we have to leave Eric and Marina behind because of the fact that we've only got the one seat in James's vehicle. So what we've got to do is we've got to set the camper up, very basic. Got to get the wheelchair off first, get Marina onto the toilet, and then set her up as comfortable as we can because we've got to leave her behind. That means that Eric will have to look after her while we're gone. And so yeah, it looks like a lot of faffing around considering that we urgently need to get back to Albany. But we've got no choice, we've got to do it because Marina needs to be as comfortable as possible while we're gone.
shaky battery.
Well, at least he made the effort.
Granted, yes, but the first thing I would have done yesterday when he realised he was having problems is buy a new battery.
That's the first thing I would have done too, but he's indicating that he's a bit low on funds, so I wish I could put some sort of high vis warning.
Do you have any cones at all?
No, I do, but not here. Anyway, we will. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll put a high vis jumper there.
Well, what about your hazard lights?
The battery will be flat. Solar.
So, in other words, when we get back at 5 o'clock, you'll set up camp and I'll bust out the fire night and do some burgers. That'll be about the quickest and easiest.
Yeah, well at least you get away.
I'm going to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Not within our remit. What are you here to document it?
Absolutely. He complains I never film enough.
You're right. I like that sort of stuff. When you get the noble
I need your matic. My matic's under your bed. I think we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we're only going a couple of k's. I'll drive behind you slowly.
Righto. So the police were very good about it last night, considering that it was pain for everybody, pain for the traffic. But this morning in the light of day, I've now tied it back on again more appropriately, and hopefully it'll be alright to get it back home. You can see that front wheel there, that's the problem, and yeah, without warning, yeah. I don't know how I know you can check them to see if they're hot. I don't remember seeing any signs of it getting hot. So, but anyway, when I stopped, there was actually flames coming out of there, and bits of grease dripping on the floor, burning. So yeah, I know it's not going to be cheap, but I'm just thankful that I'm able to get it home. And I'm also thankful that this didn't happen on the Holland track, because it would have been a disaster. And like I said, there was no warning. Right, so James is just cooking breakfast, and while we were cooking, well, he was cooking breakfast, a bird came along and stole all of our bacon. Our cooked bacon, mind you, didn't take the raw stuff. But it just shows that that's what happens when you feed birds, and I know I'm guilty of it. But yeah, when they become so confident, the bird in question's up there somewhere. He just flew in while James was standing right there. So a bit of a bugger. But we're just going to have to stand guard over the food to make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay, it's now been several hours since I filmed that bit of footage this morning, and you can tell the difference. It's much warmer now. And this is our camp, and Eric has been sitting here on his own for a little while we had to get the vehicle back to Albany, and in the meantime the RAC man came and fixed his battery for him, so now he's working again. Yes, it's been quite an eventful camp, this one. These little buggers have been hanging around our camp, and they're very keen to steal our food. In fact, they'll steal it right out of your hand if you're not careful. And watch how close I can get to them. Look at this. You're a little shit, aren't you? That's what you are.
You're the little that stole the bacon.
You see this? I mean, they're right by my feet. There's my foot. That's how close I am to them. They're not bothered because they're so used to humans. And this is what happens when you feed birds. And I know I'm guilty of it. But yeah, it's a lesson to not do it. Yeah, okay. Not overly bothered though. Look at that, look at that. Not overly bothered.
Okay, I'm just behind the truck. I'll take point. Copy, say it. Where to now?
Right just down the corner. I've lost all traction, so...
You want to roll back or we can get the bump, or are you going to do the four-wheel drive?
I'm going to have to do forward. I'm just going to roll back a bit, see if I can get some traction.
up here. Reverse down next to the picnic table.
Roger. Your Thunderbird one would come in handy one day.
I'm being cautious. I'm telling this for the sake of the camera. I'm being cautious because if I fall in the water, yes, the camera's waterproof, but we don't really want to sacrifice the camera. And my knees are a bit stiff for this sort of thing. Kids obviously play here all the time. You can tell by the wear and tear that kids play here all the time. But yeah, so you can see the water. It doesn't look as if it's moving at all. It's pretty stagnant water. But
Okay, so this is our second camp, day 3, and well, you can see we're by the water here. This is called Green Island. It's not actually an island, it's just that this river runs all the way, creek, runs all the way around, forming an enclave. So technically not an island, but it's called Green Island, and there's our camp up there. So it's rather pleasant, and none of those pesky kookaburras this time. Instead we've got crickets, green crickets.
I'll go turn carefully. Well, like a mountain goat, that's me, just a very old old mountain goat.
Okay, so here's a better view of our camp. You'll notice that I phoned ahead and had the council build that table for us. It's very nice of them to do that. So this is more of the campsite that we're in, called Green Island. You can see, well, at the moment we're pretty much the only people here, but it is a pretty cool campsite. It's actually pretty warm really, but you know what I mean. So the sign there says surveillance cameras in use. I doubt it. But these days you can get those little trail cams and they can put them randomly around the place. You wouldn't notice them because they're camo. But I certainly haven't seen any surveillance cameras. However, you can imagine bringing family here, and you know, if you've got kids who want to run around, there's plenty of room for them to play. So, it's James's turn to go for a walk, and you may not believe it, but since he's been on new medication, he's walking a lot better. You may notice he's not using a walking stick. He still struggles a bit, but it's vastly improved compared to what he used to do. Previously, he would have been barely able to manage 10-15 feet. Yeah, this is quite impressive that he can walk at all. We threw away some cheese because we thought it was a bit mouldy. We thought, well, to be honest, I knew animals would find it, but I expected it a potteroo, not a kookaburra. Who knew that? Kookaburras like cheese. Yeah, he's listening to me. You liking that? Want more? No, I'm not going to give you any more, but do you all want more? Yeah, you're going to keep looking until you find more, aren't you? That's enough. He's definitely liking it.
If you want to, but this is where the pool is. need to go to the next set of Thunderbird 1, you may need to go up and have a look up top and just see if there's a spot up there. There's no point us going up there if we can't find one, because we just get trapped.
No, you're staying down there. This place is packed.
Okay. Imagine what it must have been like during Easter.
Still school holidays.
I know, that always sucks. The thing is though, it looks as if there's nothing here either.
Well, we do have various options. We've got the bailingup transit facility at 9.3 k's away, and the Marinup Ford camping at 9.9 k's, and Wright Bridge campsite at 11.8.
Well, they're all about the same distance. Pick one and take point.
Ready to go?
Roger, Roger, but I'm stuck in front of you. Can you get around me? Okay,
going mostly down, so
Yeah, the bummer of it is you got to go back up.
good thing we've all got four-wheel drives then.
You're waving at me, okay. I was going to ask for a sound check. Check, sound check. So this is our campsite. But this is a pay-as-you-go campsite, and not our usual thing at all. Regular viewers will know we normally camp in the middle of nowhere, and it's very rare we ever pay for a campsite. The one which we were going to was a freebie. Unfortunately, predictably, it's full of people. And it's a little wonder given the fact that it's still school holidays. And it was a beautiful campsite, well worth going to. But anyway, here we are, we're just doing this because it's the only one we could find. Well, in contrast to our previous camp, this water is really clean. And it looks quite deep too. I'm thinking there's even a possibility of fish. But this is a lovely campsite, no question about it. I didn't like it so much yesterday because it was hot. Now that it's cooler, in the cool of the morning, it's really quite beautiful. So here we are at the Lake Muir, well this is Lake Muir, this is the Lake Muir Observatory that we're at. And as you can see there is no water at all. So it's very, very dry here. Wow. So this is actually a bird blind which you can use to observe birds. And you can identify the various birds here that you expect to see. However, with no water in here, I doubt that there's much point. Oh well, bit of a shame because it's quite a long walk.